welcome to another episode of JZTV. So we're here today with Amber Richter at Verizon. Let's start with just a little bit of a description about Verizon itself.
Sure, absolutely. So Verizon is, I think everybody looks at us as the cell phone company.
Sure.
You know, we've really grown beyond that and we're now a technology company.
We're standing in front of a history wall. Walk us down this wall, if you will.
Sure, absolutely. Starting in 1990, and we've got the analog phones, cellular 2000 at the time, and then we have the growth into Midwest Wireless, and then we get into the newest generation of cell phones, the acquisitions. So locally here, we started off as the headquarters of Midwest Wireless, and 2 acquisitions later, we are one of 22 call centers nationwide to support Verizon Wireless and our customers and all of their technology needs.
The world of Verizon continues to change, right?
Absolutely, it does.
So talk to me about that a little bit.
The buzzwords you're going to hear now are IoT, or Internet of Things.
IoT,
So,
Internet of Things.
Internet of Things.
Okay.
We abbreviate everything in wireless.
Okay.
So that is anything from your connected home. Our stores support that, and then you go into my role where I work with businesses. So I had a customer, for example, that wanted to know what was happening in his farm field. So we partnered up with a group that was able to give him the temperature of his corn canopy, the soil temperature, and water levels at 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot every 15 minutes, all the way through the growing season. So I didn't necessarily understand why that was beneficial, but for him, he was able to actually harvest a couple days sooner because he was able to monitor his field all the way through.
Which a couple days could be critical in harvest time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we were able to do that by using our network, but leveraging our partners to do that.
And you did that here.
We did that locally.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool when we continue to fashion ourselves as a place that is the ag business epicenter for the country,
Absolutely.
right? So when
Yep.
that kind of technology being put use
Yep.
here, that says a lot.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, what else about Verizon?
So one of the other cool things that we've done is some stuff with our robotics. So we have our Vigo is what it's called.
Okay.
So Vigo is a robotic telepresence.
So didn't I see this guy on an episode of The Big Bang Theory?
You did. Vigo was originally developed for students who had autoimmune disorders.
Okay.
So they were able to use this to still go to the classroom and visit with their class, go to a tour of a museum with their classmates. There's a camera on him so he can see us and we can see him. He's got a chip in him so you could actually control this from across the country. This is coming into healthcare, you know, where their doctors can't be, but we need to have that presence. It's just one example of where Verizon is, again, more of a technology company, and we're helping change lives.
Do you call this IoT as well, the Internet of Things?
Absolutely, he's
Yeah.
connected. Anything that's connected.
So I got to try this guy.
Yeah, go
Right?
ahead.
Can I?
All right, Amber, here I am, JZTV in a telepresence form.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So, share a couple of fun facts with us about Verizon.
Sure. So we've talked about the history of the company a little bit, so let's step back to Midwest Wireless. People text today, and they text more than they call. Midwest Wireless was actually the first commercial carrier to offer text messaging to our customers.
That is amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to be able to think of that's where we are today, and it all started right here in Mankato. Another fun fact, did you know that last week on Wednesday it was Back to the Future Day?
I heard that.
Yep. So it is the date that is put into the DeLorean in the first movie. Verizon actually has a campaign called Why Not Wednesdays. So what they did is they partnered with Lyft, and we were able to rent, I believe it was 7 DeLoreans in New York City, and we used them to pick people up when they use Lyft for their car service. So from texting to DeLoreans to our telepresence, you know, you seem to be having fun with this. Why don't you take Vigo for a spin?
Oh, I'd be delighted to.
All right, go ahead.
Dance. How about that? I can spin the other way too.
So Amber, this Vigo thing is pretty cool. I decided to dress him up a little bit. He might actually look better.
Yeah, he looks good in your jacket.
Yeah, how about that? You know, I think this is a great example of the kind of technology company that Verizon is. Thanks for introducing us to Vigo.
Yeah.
Giving us a perspective on history.
No problem.
Very helpful today, and
Yeah.
we're thrilled to have Verizon as part of our community.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. With that, another great episode of JZTV. We look forward to seeing you again.